Ever wondered how much money you actually need to start investing? I mean, we hear all the time about the stock market, building wealth, securing your future, but there's often this unspoken barrier. How much do I need to get in the game? It's a crucial question, especially for beginners. Because let's be honest, if you think you need thousands of dollars to even open an account, you might just give up before you even start. And that brings us to today's topic. We're going to dive deep into a very specific question that many potential investors have. What is Questrade's minimum deposit? Questrade is a popular online brokerage in Canada, known for its low fees and comprehensive platform. But just like any brokerage, they have certain requirements, and understanding those is key before you decide if they're the right fit for you. Now, before we get into the specifics of Questrade, let's zoom out for a second and talk about why minimum deposits exist in the first place. It's not just some arbitrary rule designed to keep people out. There are a few key reasons. First, it's about operational efficiency for the brokerage. Handling a large number of accounts with very small balances can be costly. There are administrative overheads, regulatory requirements, and the sheer volume of transactions to process. A minimum deposit helps ensure that the account is viable for the brokerage to manage. Second, it's often tied to the types of investments you can make. Some investment options, like certain mutual funds or complex trading strategies, may require a certain level of capital. A minimum deposit can act as a gateway to these opportunities. Third, and perhaps most importantly, it encourages serious investing. It's not about excluding people, it's about fostering a mindset of commitment. If you're willing to put in a certain amount, it suggests you're more likely to be engaged with your investments and take them seriously. This can help prevent impulsive decisions and promote a more long-term approach. Okay, so we understand why minimum deposits are a thing. Now, let's get down to brass tacks. What is Questrade's minimum deposit? The answer is $1,000. Yes, to open a new account with Questrade, you generally need to deposit a minimum of 1,000 Canadian dollars. This applies to most account types, including cash accounts, margin accounts, and TFSA and RRSP accounts. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking, $1,000? That sounds like a lot. And I understand that. For someone just starting out, or a student on a tight budget, $1,000 can seem like a significant hurdle. But let's put this into perspective. Compared to some traditional full-service brokerages, Questrade's minimum is actually quite reasonable. Some traditional firms might require several thousands of dollars just to open an account. Also, it's important to remember what we discussed earlier about the reasons for minimum deposits. This isn't about keeping you out, it's about ensuring the viability of your account and encouraging responsible investing. Now, are there any exceptions to this $1,000 rule with Questrade? In some very specific cases, there might be temporary promotions or offers that lower or waive the minimum deposit requirement. These are usually time-limited and tied to specific conditions. So, it's always worth checking Questrade's website or contacting their customer service to see if any such offers are currently available. However, relying on these promotions isn't a solid long-term strategy. It's best to plan on meeting the standard $1,000 requirement. Now, let's talk about what you can do with that $1,000 once you've deposited it into your Questrade account. With $1,000, you have access to a wide range of investment options on the Questrade platform. You can invest in stocks, ETFs, exchange-traded funds, mutual funds, bonds, and even options. ETFs are particularly popular among beginner investors as they offer diversification at a relatively low cost. You can buy a single ETF that tracks a broad market index, giving you exposure to hundreds or even thousands of different companies. This helps to reduce risk compared to investing in individual stocks. With $1,000, you could, for example, invest in a broad market ETF tracking the S&P 500 or the TSX Composite Index. This would give you instant diversification and a good starting point for your investment journey. Now, let's address a common concern. What if you don't have $1,000 right now? Does that mean you can't start investing at all? Absolutely not. There are several strategies you can employ to reach that $1,000 goal. First, consider setting up a regular savings plan. Even small amounts saved consistently can add up over time. If you can save just $50 a week, you'll reach $1,000 in just 20 weeks. Second, look for ways to cut unnecessary expenses in your budget. Even small changes, like brewing your own coffee or packing your lunch, can free up extra cash for investing. Third, consider selling unused items around your house. You might be surprised at how much you can make by decluttering and selling things you no longer need. The key is to start small and be consistent. Don't get discouraged if you can't reach $1,000 overnight. The important thing is to start the process and build momentum. Once you have that $1,000 and you've opened your Questrade account, remember to do your research before investing in anything. Don't just jump into the latest hot stock tip you heard on the internet. Understand the investments you're making and develop a long-term strategy. Questrade also provides educational resources on their platform to help you learn about investing. Take advantage of these resources to improve your knowledge and make informed decisions. So, to recap, Questrade's minimum deposit is generally $1,000 Canadian dollars. This applies to most account types. While there might be occasional promotions, it's best to plan on meeting this requirement. With that $1,000, you gain access to a wide range of investment options and can begin building your investment portfolio. And if you don't have $1,000 right now, don't worry. There are strategies you can use to reach that goal and start your investing journey. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.